Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. Welcome. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is a Patreon request for Masu. This is a debut. Ace Combat 2. I've never had Ace Combat 2. Actually, this is my only request for this game out of all my requests. It's also been a very long time since I've done Ace Combat. So, rejoice. This song is called Night and Day 2128. I think 2128 might be the track listing. But either way, it's called Night and Day. Well, cool. Ace Combat. I think I've only gone as far as Ace Combat 4. I don't know. It's been a long time. But anyways, let's go. Ace Combat 2, Night and Day. Actually, funny enough, right before this video, I listened to a Project Wingman. So that's interesting. All right, let's go. Sounds like dad rock. Oh, now it doesn't. Did I hear hand percussion? It actually changed dramatically more than I thought it would. Whoa. What the yeehaw? What genre are we in right now? There's hand percussion. What is going on? I feel like we've heard like 4 songs already. The horn section? Damn, dude. No, don't be fading out. You're fading out. God. Can I be honest? Well, the song started, and, I was grooving along, whatever, bass line, guitar line. Very, very basic stuff. Nothing wrong with that, but, I just figured, never assumed, by the way, but I just figured it would just kind of be in this little, like, groove for the whole song and just kind of hang out here and chill and whatever. And then it did everything but that. We just kept we were voyaging. We were just on a crusade of sounds. The first change up that I recall, damn, that was sick. The first change up that I recall was like it went into this kind of psychedelic rock solo, which was at the end too. where the rhythm guitar dropped, a little da 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 da, and that was the lead. And the lead sounded very lead, right? It sounded very 70s, like fuzz and flanger type stuff. And then I started to hear little hints of hand percussion. And, it was cool. It was changing up. That already was very cool from just the intro, just that big transition there. And then things kept changing and changing and changing. And then, of course, the highlight for me was this little I don't want to say flamenco, but I mean, it was like this kind of Spanish infused acoustic part. It was inspired, right? Flamenco is a very specific sound, but this sounded more like an acoustic guitar, or at least an acoustic emulated MIDI type thing. Acoustic guitars sound more bright and, twangy, whereas flamenco and nylon strings of a guitar sound very kind of plasticky and soft and smooth. So by that alone, I'm guessing maybe they just were restricted. So maybe this is older, like 90s, mid 90s, something like that. I have no idea. But wow. Hearing that part made me go to the very first thing I wrote. The very first thing I wrote was actually that the first thing I wrote was music seems to be a very big deal in Ace Combat, which is so bizarre, I guess. Because for those that don't know, Ace Combat is dogfighting, like flying, jet fighters, and that's it. Well, actually, I don't know if that's it. That's just what I know it as face value. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend anyone with that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what we see. It's on the box art. That's what we know Ace Combat as, typically. So I've been hearing some of these crazy songs that are coming out of it, but they're all like, have a lot of attention to detail. And they're not just like, I don't know how to put this. I feel like if you ask someone that's never heard Ace Combat before and be like, hey, what do you think Ace Combat music sounds like? I can guarantee you they wouldn't say that. They'd probably say something more on the orchestral or epic sounding kind of music, not music, but like movie type thing. So that's what I mean. Like even back then in the second one, it seemed to have been a big deal. I'm trying to place where that would go. I don't really see it connecting, but it doesn't really matter. But what I'm saying though is it seems like music was always a big deal. So whoever designed this game, they had that in mind when they were making Ace Combat. They're like, okay, well, it's obviously about this, but music has to be a big deal about it. I feel like amongst Ace Combat fans, this is a guess, you guys can correct me, but I feel like amongst Ace Combat community and fans, you can't talk about the game without talking about the music. Yeah, so don't know who the composer was on that one. It's actually funny because this reminded me of another soundtrack, which I'm guessing if it is, if it's the time period that I'm thinking this is, it's also similar to another song or another game that I'm about to compare it to. And sometimes I've used it as background music, and that's Street Fighter EX, EX Alpha, or is it Street Fighter 3 EX Alpha? I forgot that. There's so many Street Fighter titles, but it has EX Alpha in it. And there's a song that I listen to quite often called Strange Sunset. It's actually an incredible, incredible song that's like in video game history. And it's Guile's theme. It's actually better than the original Guile's theme. Whoa. And it reminds me of that. It reminds me of that sound. The Street Fighter EX Alpha soundtrack sounds a lot like this. Like the kind of fusion, sort of kind of happy, cool. I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know how to explain what that was. I do not know what genre that was. It was experimental and it was cool, and I don't know. I feel like Ace Combat can do me no wrong. Night and day. I need to listen to more Ace Combat. I have a lot of Ace Combat, but one, I don't get to choose when they're coming. And two, I'm kind of upset that this is the only request for Ace Combat 2. If that was my introduction to Ace Combat 2, that's a shame. For those that don't know, I have about 2,300 requests in queue. It's a lot. And out of all that, this is the only Ace Combat 2. So 2 things can happen here. 1, people start requesting more. Cool. Or 2, I say screw it and I just close it off and then I just listen to it on my own and have a soundtrack to hear for myself, which is extremely rare these days. Anyways, thank you for that. I really needed that. I needed my spirits to go up. That was sick. And I'm absolutely going to use this as background music as well. Please let me know who the composer was. Let me know if you played Ace Combat 2. Let me know just everything. It's been a while, Ace Combat fans. Sorry to keep you waiting. Anyways, thank you, Masu, for the request. Thanks to you for watching. A big thank you to my Patreon supporters that you see right here, and my Platinum members who get priority in my requests. And those are Kevin, Patrick, Terry, Vanatil, Callanan, Gardeline, Mushimari, Justin, Knox, and TryEdge101. Until next time, dudes and dudettes, video game music is amazing. Peace.